back at it. Today's Monday, April 13th. Let's see what we got here. Open up at a gap on a daily. Have a huge new week opening gap. I do believe we can eventually run up to close that, but currently, I'd like to see us move down into a discount of this immediate range here. We did in versus hourly fair value gap right here. Went up to this new day opening gap right here. Now retracing back down. We also do have this fair value gap here, the super discount lined up with OT. So um, also there as well. But if we do fail to go up there, then we're definitely coming down for these lows right here. Maybe even coming down into this new day opening gap here. All right. Get rid of this. All right. So one could call this a bull shorter block on the hourly, and we could come down here and get a fair value gap. Maybe on a lower time frame, like the 5. Right, come down here, boom. That's 25% of this range here. And by the way, what do I call? Okay, yeah, that's the right one. Yeah, so daily. This is a daily bear shorter block. Show you what that looks like. I'm looking at this one right here on the 25th February. Yeah, we did run up in there, but yeah, I was just keeping track of that. So see what we get with the next 4 hour. I did change this color a while back. I don't know why I changed it to this color. It's red. It's kind of not the most attractive color. Maybe go with this blue. So admittedly, it's been almost like 6 weeks since I've traded. So see what we get here. So on the 15, we did get like a 5 kind of run up to that daily bear shorter block and that new week opening gap. So we're tracing back down into this area here is what I'm looking for. We do have this small drawn liquidity here on the 5, lined up with 25% of the range on the 4 hours. So see this on them. Just fair back up here on the 1. So this would be the new day opening gap or first presented fair value gap. Hmm. Yeah, there. Boom. All right, so we kind of came down to that 25% range. Then we just took off. I don't know exactly where we're gonna go to, but um, all right, so we're in the macro session now. I don't know why we have five on here, and this is NQ. This is MNQ. That gets me all the time. I wonder if there's a way we can. Okay, so load layout NQ. Okay, but that doesn't change what we have here. That's the problem. So what we do have here is this accumulation here that we bull short block we came down into. Now we have a nice little gap here that we're working up into. Inverse here. So wasn't part of my plan initially, so can't say I missed it. I guess I can say I missed it. Next round liquidity, I mean obviously running up here to this new week opening gap here. Here we are coming back down into discount. Alright, so where does that put us? Right in this area here. So looks like this new day opening gap wants to hold. So we get on the one. Nice into this fair value gap here. When 1.5 lines up with this here. So if we were to get in here, I mean, we'd have to get out somewhere around here. But let's see if we can get this inverse fair value gap here. If not, then maybe OT. Or maybe this is just manipulation for us to go lower. That looks nice. We can come back down here. See the body's holding here. I'll put my stop loss below that one there. See if we can inverse that there. get a target up there. See if we can get this to be a fair value gap here on the 1. Went right to the bearish order block. Given that went to the bearish order block a hit, I'll just move this to break even some sorts. We are coming into a new 4 in 5 minutes. Ran right into this. I can't even consider this a bearish order block, given that we just opened up so low. I do like this constant coach from here on the 5. If that can hold, that's fine. At about 2 points above where I put my stop loss. And this 15 is still bullish. Small little fair value gap on the 1. So we do have a nice little fair value gap here on the 5. We could come down here and run up. Move my stop loss to 56. were to add in here. um, could get a 5K to run here on the 15, or at least on the 5. Alright, so I'm getting rid of this. I'm getting rid of this. Get rid of this. So what I was looking at doing is adding in, but I have to realize my average is gonna move us up a little higher. The question is, where would that move us higher up to? And so if we were to go in right now, that'll put us at like 750. So we're at currently at 69, so that'll put us right here. Question is, where would you put your stop loss? You keep it right here, and then you'll be risking about, what would that be? 4 something. So see if this fair value gap here holds. This is where we are on the 4 hour. Maybe a small little retracement. Move this. Alright, so let's put 25 points. And that means halfway 25 points. So would have been knocked out by now. But let's see what we get here. I'll buy more here. Stop loss will be at this low here. This is what we're aiming for right here. So ideally we have our stop loss below this 5-minute low here. Right there. Not bad. See if that wick on the 5 holds up. This constant approach from here on the 5. See if that holds up. But again, these highs up here is what I'm targeting. This is Monday's highs, or not Monday, but Friday's highs, 10 o'clock highs. So that's what I'm targeting. You know, we do have this constant approach from here on the 5. But let's see what we get with this new day opening gap here, or new week opening gap. We got 1, 2, 3. Let's get some lift off and move up there. See that small little fair value gap here holds up. Doesn't end. I'll take this. See what ES got going on. Looks like my stop loss couldn't get hit. Oh, this is S&T, so could be going lower from this point on. S&T's here. After coming up to this new week opening gap. Alright, so right at that macro session, took out these highs for that macro session. Alright, so we get here. Alright, stopped out there. Alright, so I do believe we could go lower. Let's see what we get with this 15 here. Alright, so got a few more minutes left in this. Was aiming for these eyes up here. We might be able to get them. Alright, let's see what we got with this swing high to swing low. Puts us right here, lining up with that daily order block. OT does. That goes there, but we'll keep it here. It's 25%. Run on there, hit that, run up. It's a 4 hour. It's really nothing to. There's no draws in liquidity. There's no returns to. Fair value gap. Though we do have SMTs with ES. Um, that is the one thing. ES coming for, or NQ coming for these lows on here. Possibly come back down into this area right here. So I'll take it. Stop loss. These sides on here. I'm gonna target these lows on here. See what we get with this little fair value gap here on the 5. 1 to 1. Move my stop loss above this high here. should see this says market makeup on stage one, stage two, your own liquidity, market structure shift here. If that's the case, then we gotta have a retracement at some point. Yeah, so we won't be able to last this retracement. So I want to close this out. Be cool on the day. But let's see what the market wants to give us. See what this 5 has in store. No inverses yet. Do we have this nice little fair value gap here on the 5 here. Lining up with LT. And this bullish for the block. And he's still in the premium, so could be going down lower into a discount. Small little fair value gap here on the 1. So let's see what we get with this here. Let's see, run up in there. If we inverse that, then that'll probably be it for me. Lines up with this fair value gap here, so I'm not going to mark that out. But do have some larger fair value gaps here on the 1. Let's see where we can go with this. This is a larger fair value gap. I think this is on the early. This is the larger range here. If we were to mark this out, this is puts us down here. Equilibrium. So we are working in this 15-minute fair value gap here. So let's see if we get anything that indicates a move up higher. Like an inverse on the 5, which we don't have any inverses on the 5. Right, so only inverse we would have would be right here, this fair value gap here. The next one would be between this low here and wherever this, wherever the next candle's high would be. That means we would have to close lower, which means we're at least 5 minutes away, 5 minutes and 45 seconds away from confirming a fair value gap has been formed. And the question is what can happen within those next 5 minutes. Realistically, it's this 15-minute fair value gap here. So, okay, so we just hit that. So question is, would you go long here, given that we just hit this fair value gap here on the 1? Right, that would warrant a move up higher, or even us taking this out. So let's see if we get with this fair value gap here, right here. All right, so I don't think it's gonna hold. You might get stopped out here for profit. Should we go with this 1 minute? So 30 seconds left. Seconds. So there we go. Did inverse yet. So bodies did not take out constant encroachment of this square here. So means we could go lower. Let's see.
Bueno, entonces en mi caso sería Planta del Prado, Pocoyán, Tecún y ¿cuál me decías más? Gustavo. Solo estos, ¿verdad? Tecún.
Small little volume imbalance over here. See how these bodies are respecting this? That's what I like. So it's gonna keep me put. If anything, if you want, you can move your stop loss right here. Get that high there. Oh damn. Alright, so that's it for me for today. Market said not today. But that was a good call out though, down here. Coming into that discount. Self already gap. Wanted to go lower, but there's something else in mind here. So this was like the, the determining factor right here. Inverses, no. Buys respecting it. Okay, now sit between these two fair value gaps here. Um,
Un americano, por favor.
so there's that. Other than that, it's just 50-50 at that point. So yeah, we did get this on liquidity on the 5, but really can't. I don't know. I really can't warrant anything. But again, we do have this fair value gap here on the 5, which I was looking for. So I wanted this candle here to be the high of the fair value gap. But no, it looks like we're going with this one. We may inverse this one. And if we do inverse this one, that means we're going up higher. So having our stop loss where it was a bit tight, given that we had this retracement opportunity here on the 5. Here we have a fair value gap or inverse, possible inverse here. So let's take a look at that. LT's up here. So this here, these wicks here, it's just, that's funny business. But anyways, that's it for me for today.